Hey everyone, Catherine here. Today is a day for me to get busy. I have a lot of work to do before I get back on the road after having been near home, around home over the holidays. There are many projects that I want to accomplish. Before I get on the road, I really don't want to think about it while I'm out there. So I have comprised a list of the projects that I want to complete over the next 2 days. I'm definitely on a time crunch, so without further ado, we are going to get started and jump into it right away. These are various items that I bought to help me get organized. I don't know that I'll use everything, but I want to have it here, have it handy in case it's needed. Some of this is a little bit embarrassing. You guys are going to see into my various little nooks and crannies and how unorganized and messy they can be. This is my coffee bar, and I'm going to open it and show it to you as is. And this will be the before we organize. This is bad, guys. Right now, it is kind of a catch-all. It's got pots and pans, plates, cups, things like that. And then up here is just a free-for-all. I really want to clean this out, organize it, and make it really only for kitchen items. So my pots and pans, plates, maybe a little extra room for pantry items. I don't know yet if that's going to work out. But yeah, a lot of this stuff can probably be thrown away. I haven't used it in a very long time. And I do have the ability to store some things now with family, so I will probably be taking advantage of that and box some of this stuff up just to put away. I really want to try to travel as light as possible, so let's get started. I got a trash bag, I got boxes, and we're just going to start moving things out. Definitely need to keep the fly swatter. It's a necessary. God knows what all is in here. I'll probably find things that have been missing for years. Tent stakes, bear spray, empty bottles. Empty bottles, yeah, that's great. Trash. For those of you who may be new to the channel, I'm going into my 5th year of living on the road full time. I first lived in a truck camper, and I now live in a 21-foot Keystone Springdale 1750 RD mini travel trailer. Check out the channel if you'd like to follow along on my adventures. Top shelf is empty. Still got to clean it out, and I haven't figured out what to do with everything I've put up here, but I'm going to go ahead and empty the bottom one as well. This is one big reason why I've avoided it this long. It is a big mess in here, but I know I'll be happy when it's all done. Found this little drill in here, so I'm also going to be making a Goodwill pile. Okay, it's empty and it just needs to be cleaned out. I've got a box here that is for stuff to be stored away. I've got stuff up here that hopefully will go back in there along with some other pots and pans, so let's see how this all works out. I decided to go ahead and lay down shelf liner to not only protect the shelves, but also to keep things from sliding around so much and grip better. I lost audio for a bit, so you'll probably have heard some voiceover before this scene. Anyhow, I bought these shelves specifically for this purpose. I've got 3 of them. And obviously I've got the paper in here. It's looking really good. Don't really know how I'm going to organize it. I think I do want pots and pans at the bottom, cups and plates and stuff at the top, but we'll see how it all works out. I'll just start kind of filling it in. Probably have to rearrange it a couple of times, but we'll see how this goes. I think this bad boy is going to have to go in first because it's big. Little stock pot. And then this one is also big too, so I'm thinking this might go underneath here, underneath this shelf here. And I will give you a good look inside when this is all done. Wow, this new pan is a biggin'. All right, that's good. Probably won't be the easiest thing to get out, but it's looking good. So then maybe these 2 smaller pans will sit on top of that on the shelf. I think that's looking pretty good for the bottom shelf. I can find everything easily. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I think what we'll do here on the top shelf is put the heavier stuff on the bottom. These little mugs, maybe plates and bowls on top. Actually, I can probably fit this all down here. Did a little bit of a switcheroo. I put the plates down below as well because there's plenty of room down there. These are just measuring cups and measuring spoons. I'll leave those here for now. That leaves me room for pantry items. So I'm gonna go ahead and store some AG1 down here. It gets pretty beat up. Everything gets very beat up because I had it just shoved in here. Okay, this is awesome, and it gives me some space for pantry items that I can add in there, which is exactly what I needed. So much better. Well, would you look at that? It looks fabulous. I'm gonna go ahead and insert the before here so you can be reminded of what it looked like prior to this beautiful organization. And here is the after. I love it. Drum roll, please. We can check. Organize coffee bar cabinet off the list. Awesome. Took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it is done and I'm very happy with the result. On to the next thing. These aren't necessarily in the order that they will be tackled, but I am going to tackle number 2 next. Assemble and install a drawer unit. I'll show you where that's going to go. All right, what you're looking at here is kind of a dead space in between the dinette bench and the coffee bar. I bought a 4-drawer unit that hopefully is going to fit in this space. I measured it, so I hope that once I assemble it, it will fit, and that will give me a space to hopefully put some of the things that I took out of the coffee bar, and I'll have a space for them here, hopefully. So let's assemble that bad boy and see if it's going to fit. Oh boy, lots of parts. Just love lots of parts. I take it these are the drawers. Nice and deep, so they'll fit a lot. These are the frames. It's definitely looking like the height is gonna work. It's got, let's see. It's got a little top that's gonna go on and then some feet, but there's definitely room to work with. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. And then it's gonna have this top here, which will actually give me more surface space even to set a few things on. I have a little charging station there. I can set a phone and some charging things there. And yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so stoked. I think that's gonna be fantastic. All right, the moment of truth. Let's slide this bad boy in. I'll have to secure it to the wall, but oh my gosh, perfect. I put 1 drawer together. Let's see how that fits. Oh my gosh, yes. Beautiful. I haven't figured out entirely what I'm going to be placing in these drawers, but I did want to mention that I purchased some eye hooks from Amazon, and what I'll be doing is zip tying them to the stable pieces of furniture with some eye hooks and some zip ties, and I'll also be using earthquake putty to secure it to the floor. That'll be one way to keep it steady while moving. And then I wanted to also mention I have ordered for this cabinet here some tension rods that will go across the shelves, both down here and up here, to keep things from shifting during travel and hopefully keep from having everything spill out and be an entire mess once I stop after being on the road. So maybe once I get those, which will be in a couple of days, I'll pop them in and then show you what they look like installed. Alrighty then, we have checked off one more thing off of the list. When you live in these tiny spaces, you really have to be creative about utilizing every square inch for storage. That was a perfect example of wasted space, which is now usable. In these tiny spaces, it's very easy for things to get out of control, which they did in this case, but I'm working hard now to get it right back on track. Over on this side, between the kitchen counter and the dinette, I have this unit here. I purchased this off of Amazon, and it fits nicely into this space. I actually have two of them. One is over in my bedroom area at the foot of my bed and contains some garment items. And this one here just has Ziploc bags and kitchen stuff. But the drawer that we are going to tackle today is this junk drawer. I'm going to go ahead and pull everything out of here and get this baby organized. It's just filled with various odds and ends. As you can see, I'm having a hard time even opening it. So it definitely needs to be dealt with. I'm just going to start pulling things out, and then we'll take a look at what we've got, because I don't even know what's in here. That's pretty nice. External hard drives. Wow. Trash. A compass. Masking tape, typical junk drawer stuff, Gorilla tape, more zip ties. Those will come in handy. The drawer is empty, so it is time to clean it. The drawer is now clean and empty, and I think this is going to be the new home for my office supplies. So that's where these will come in handy, and we'll keep it all kind of organized and everything in its place. So let's start. First thing I'll do is just lay this paper down. I think I put everything on top of that. So here I will put Sharpies in. I just bought a big box of pens because I never seem to be able to find any. This one here, I think I'll just put envelopes and a notebook. Hopefully that will close still. Yeah, that's fine. I found this 12-piece organizer tray set at Marshall's. So I went ahead and added in these 2 cups here. I can put rubber bands in there. I can put paper clips for more additional storage and to keep everything in its place. It looks great. This is everything that came out that is not going back in, and I have ideas for places to put these items, and anything that is tool related will be put into a container and down into one of the outside cubbies where it really belongs actually. Cables and things like that I will arrange as well into their own space. These various cables I'm putting into this little container I already had. Put a lid on it, and that will go in that little 4-drawer chest I just put together. A lot of room in these drawers. I put all the miscellaneous tool and RV related products in this box because I'm going to get another container and some organizational things for the compartment on the outside, because that's where this really belongs, but that will not be seen in this video. All right, clean and organized junk drawer, check. Next is clean and organize the kitchen drawers. All right, these ones are not too bad, so this should go pretty quickly. This drawer is an unusual size because it's an RV drawer. It's a 13 by 13, and most drawer organizers for utensils are, I think, 15 inches, but I did find one at Marshall's that should fit nicely. So we'll go ahead and pull everything out, clean out this drawer, and then place it back in an organized fashion. By the way, if you're looking for this tray, it is made by Cuisinart. Actually, I think we'll do it this way. Start loading everything back in. I don't have a lot of utensils. I really don't need to on the road, so I just have about 2 to 4 of everything. Knives, forks, and spoons. I'm rearranging things as I go, so if I put things in one spot, I may have moved them, and I'm just trying to get the right configuration for me. I think that's going to be the final configuration for now. It looks much better. Did not put my cutlery knives in there because I have a different plan for those. This bottom drawer is just filled with dish towels, sponges, and actually some miscellaneous items that don't belong in here, like that whistle. So I don't want this also becoming a junk drawer, so I'm just going to go through this, maybe throw away any towels I don't want. I got a couple of new dish towels, and that should do it for this drawer. So let's do that real quickly. All right, I've got a couple of extra dish towels, some hot pads. Then I used another one of these containers, and I'm going to put sponges in here. Not sure if you've ever seen these things, but these are awesome. You just drop them into water and they form a pretty large paper towel. So it's very space saving, and it's good for little trips or if you're backpacking. They're pretty cool. Little by little, we're getting her done. Clean and organize the kitchen drawers? Check. Remember I said I had a plan for the knives? That's what's next. Install knife holder. So I picked up this really nice knife holder. Actually, it's only $20, but it came in this fancy packaging from Amazon. And it is a wood 10-inch knife holder that is magnetic. And it can either be installed with screws or screwless. It has an adhesive backing that you can attach, which is what I'm going to do. And yeah, I had one of these in the truck camper, and the knives stayed on. It always stayed put. Never had to worry about it. My knives are getting banged up in that drawer, so I thought I'd hang them up. So let's do this. First thing I want to do is clean and dry the area that I want to place it, which is right here. It's kind of limited to where I can put it, so this is the one spot that seemed to make sense. Actually, we want to make sure I have a knife hanging down too low, so I go right about there. May not be perfectly level, but that's okay. Just gonna apply some pressure here. Awesome, I think this looks great. Pretty slick. Check, we are getting her done, baby. I was having trouble with my microphone on this day, and unfortunately the audio recorded very low, so I'm going to go ahead and do a voiceover. What I'm saying here is that the screen door broke when a strong wind blew it open and against the trailer. The bottom bracket is broken. Unfortunately, it causes the door to jam when it's connected to the front door. You can't replace just the screen, you have to replace the whole door, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off and replace it with one of these magnetic mesh screens that you see all the van lifers use. It's actually much more lightweight too, so I'll be saving a little bit of weight, and all it has to do is be velcroed on once it's measured, and you kind of place it properly. Before I remove the old screen, I'm going to install the new one. So the first thing I need to do is clean the door area, because Velcro will be stuck on here, so we want to make sure it adheres. Probably not really going to be able to see this because I am backlit, but it's self-explanatory. So I'm just going to go ahead and start installing it. I'm pretty happy with this. I've walked in and out of it a couple of times. It seems to work just great. I did have to negotiate around the fire extinguisher there. It's a little bit long, so I'm going to find some black non-sew hemming tape and hem the bottom up a little bit. But yeah, it's awesome. This one may be the most satisfying yet because that door has been a pain in my butt. It's awesome. It's working great now. Check. The next one should be fairly easy, I hope. So let's keep going. The next thing I'm going to do is clean this grungy Max fan cover. So these tabs just slide open real easy, and then you can just rinse it under water to clean it off. Ew, it's dirty. My sister's outdoor water is turned off, so I'm just rinsing it off here in the kitchen. And the dirt is coming right off, easy peasy. Sit that outside and let it dry. And be good to go. Now I just need to wipe these grungy blades off, which obviously I'm gonna need 2 hands to do, and pop the cover back on. So yeah, I'll do that right now. Whoa, look at that, looks brand new. Another one bites the dust. Done. Next, we are moving into the bathroom where I will be covering this little cubby with a curtain that I have. Just going to stick it on with Velcro, make it look more streamlined and keep the mess out of my company's vision. This should be a fairly simple, quick project. I don't think I need to cut the bottom at all. So, just need to figure out how far I want it to go across. I've cut off the excess fabric and I'm using non-sew fabric fusing tape to kind of clean it up and hem it. Stuff is amazing. And just fold it over like so. All right, now I will attach some Velcro and hang it up. This is just command Velcro, so I don't know how long it will hold, but we'll give it a try. I may end up having to staple this Velcro on because I can tell it's already kind of starting to peel up. But maybe once it's on there, it'll work out better. I'll just be lifting it up like that, so hopefully that will be secure enough. If not, I will staple it or think of something else. Looks much better if you ask me. Check. Under the dinette seats, this one and this one, there is a outdoor storage bin, but it's also accessible from the dinette, from underneath these cushions. Unfortunately, the one on this side, I cannot open with a key any longer. It's jammed, I'm not sure what's up, but I can access it from the inside. I haven't been into it in a long time. I don't even really know. I know there's shoes and things like that in there, but I need to organize it and utilize it better, because if I haven't touched those shoes in a year, there's no reason I should still have them. So I could be using it for something that I'm actually using on a day-to-day basis or more often. So we're going to pull these cushions off and take a look at what's in there. All right, looks pretty dusty. So one thing I do have to be aware of is it does get dirty in here. Okay, so I have various shoes, my old sleeping bag, and backpack, an old sleeping pad that's no good anymore, so that can get tossed. Yeah, all of this is going to come out. Probably most of it will not go back in. I'm going to have to clean this whole place once all of this is done. This is all that made the cut. I have my Patagonia pack right there, which also has a day pack in there, my old sleeping bag, and also the Rumple quilt. And then I have a pair of snow boots or winter boots in case I do any winter hiking / snowshoeing or winter camping, anything of that sort. I have a pair of winter boots with me. I'm not sure how I'm going to fill up the rest of this space. It's either going to be a consolidation of my backpacking gear, which is in many different spaces right now, or the shoes that I wear more currently. But yeah, we have room to work with, so it's looking much better. The old shoes that didn't make the cut are being thrown away because those things have had a good life, lots of hiking miles put on them, and they're just really not any good anymore. I don't know why I kept them, but I did. Forgot to hit the record button, but I've checked one more thing off the list: clean under the dinette bin. The last thing on my list is to put on this Brooklyn bedding mattress cover. It's going to protect my mattress from spills and things like that, keep it nice a lot longer, hopefully. I'll go ahead and take all my bedding off and wash it, pop this bad boy on, and yeah. Last thing, guys. The surface of the mattress protector looks very similar to the surface of the bed. All right, mattress protector is on. Yeehaw! The last thing on my list is checked off, and it was within the 2-day time frame that I had hoped to get it all done. It is 48 hours later from the time that I started this video. However, I did finish everything yesterday. I just this morning got the whole place put back together, and it's looking great. I'm so happy with all the different solutions that I came up with. However, I did come up with a few more since doing this. I had some ideas, so there will be a few more to show you in a future video. I'll show you that literally down the road. Some projects that were done prior to the making of this video and that were not featured was that I painted these upper cabinet doors. I peeled off the laminate paper that was on there. It was peeling off. I sanded them down, primed them, and painted them and put them back up. I took down the broken blinds as well as the remaining blinds and replaced them with curtains in here, and I think that is much nicer, much homier feel. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. I hope that you found this video useful, especially if you live in a small space like me and maybe you found some storage solutions for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to get this baby back on the road, and I feel like it's gonna be a lot more organized and comfortable when doing so. Thank you all very much, and I will see you on the next adventure. Bye-bye. Okay, it's a few days later and I have the tension bars in. That will hold items in place, hopefully. We'll see how they work out. I'll let you know for sure. I've also fully secured the 4-drawer dresser unit with these adhesive eye hooks and zip ties. It is not going anywhere. I also purchased these shoe racks that will hold 4 pair of shoes all together. I have 2 of them, and they are at the foot of my bed down by the floor. I haven't filled them up yet because I'm just waiting for the adhesive to dry.